It's customary to use a number of vivid adjectives to describe the beauty of a particular car while discussing a good set of wheels. But luxury and exotic are two of the buzzwords that always seem to be used. Although they may appear to be equivalent, they actually represent two completely diverse vehicle markets in the automotive industry. You require differentiation when you make a car reservation. Making an impact upon arrival is a wonderful bonus, and the journey should transform from a task into a pleasure. You have the ideal occasion to attend, but almost immediately you wonder, what makes exotic automobiles different from luxury cars? And which should I reserve? What then is the distinction between exotic and premium cars? Luxury vehicles, as opposed to other cars, enhance the senses of the buyer. The higher quality, more difficult to find materials that luxury automakers choose to use during manufacturing ultimately lead to a more expensive vehicle. Consider this. Does your Honda Civic typically have an Italian calfskin leather scent? Most likely not. Consumers like you, however, pay the price for a driving experience that domestic drivers can only imagine. Luxury cars tend to be more exotic SUVs and automobiles are made with more significant engines, bespoke parts and accessories, lighter construction materials, and better aerodynamics. Depending on your preferences, the term luxury automobiles can mean many different things. Consider the following when determining whether a certain model meets the criteria. How do you feel while operating the vehicle? Do people who see you driving this car immediately attribute it with a sense of distinction? Do you feel that owning this car elevates your status? If the answer to both those questions is yes, you're probably discussing a luxury car. Too frequently, when referring to automobiles, the phrases exotic and luxury are used synonymously. An exotic car actually refers to a very unique class of premium vehicle. First off, sports cars tend to be exotic vehicles. Consider the car types that you don't often see on the road. While you might encounter an Audi on your everyday morning commute, how frequently do you see a Lamborghini? Second, foreign automakers frequently design and sell exotic cars. They have just enough mystique to be considered truly exotic because of this. Even though your Ford Mustang is fantastic, it would not exactly fit under this description. After all, it is produced in the United States and is seen on American streets frequently enough for most spectators to recognize it. Finally, exotic cars nearly invariably have more power than their standard street rivals. Almost always, they would feel as at home on a racetrack as they do on conventional roads that are shared with other vehicles. They are frequently limited editions produced by well-known global brands like McLaren, Ferrari, and Lamborghini. They are unique, they have limits, they are incredibly strong. They represent the apex of automobilia. In other words, they are supercars that stand at the very top of the food chain in the automotive industry. In the end, the response to that query depends on two factors: your personal preferences and the impression you hope to leave. It's crucial to first realize how significant your personal taste and style are. Some people's fantasy is to drive a customized Ferrari. But for others, it's not nearly as exciting. The air, so their owners feel a sense of prestige when they own one. All of that results in a greater price. People spend money on prestige in addition to the car or the experience. Because of this, enthusiasts and collectors frequently purchase these vehicles. Exotic cars, also referred to as supercars, are distinguished by their higher ranking in terms of speed, extraordinary interiors that are simply impossible to look at from the outside when they pass by, and a lack of luxury features. Nevertheless, they are still impressive, whether they are in the garage of your home. In general, exotic cars are divided into legend vehicles and limitation vehicles. When it comes to performance, exotic cars have surpassed luxury cars to the point where some people think they are appropriate for stunt driving, auto racing, and movie stars. Supercars, which are characterized by speed, is sometimes referred to as exotic cars. Additionally, an exotic car presents itself much more impressively than a premium vehicle. Several sports automobiles frequently fall within this category. Exotic automobiles are also the type of vehicles that have set performance and speed records. Due to the rarity and value of these vehicles, their owners feel entitled to them. This results in a larger price tag. People simply don't pay for the car, and it raises issues of status and prestige as well. The distinction between luxury and exotic cars should now be evident, we hope. Although it's a fine line, it's worth millions of dirhams. One of the best aspects of living in the UAE is that you can hire a luxury car with ease, or even locate one in the listings of used cars in Dubai for a significant discount.